Checking out the sky. This is funny too. These guys are on fire tonight. I love it. The dorks. Oh, let's see here. I love I can stay commercials. No! Never! Super awesome. Beautiful. I ought to go outside. I'm gonna do that. See that. Oh. That's what I do. Let's see if I can pull this off. Right, you just, oh, isn't that something? Yes. Hey, Josh, you out here? Well, anyhow, ooh, look at that. It's another way, it's a really good way to record. It's from like a, yeah, this is awesome. I might have to go out this front. Super awesome! Awesome. Super, super awesome. Wow. Orale. Isn't that awesome? Wait. Here we go. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. So awesome. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. It's cold out here. That's why I have one of these for my head. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, I love it so much. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh, look at you. It's because if you just give him energy, because everything's alive. Right? The soil, the water, fire, the atmosphere. This is, I don't know why. There we go. I love you too, everybody. How are you? So it's like back-to-back celestial stuff. Right now is the time is the parade, the planetary parade. And then I heard from a very knowledgeable medical chart reader, right? So you could give him your birth time and location, and this guy can look at your chart and tell you what's going on with your health even. It's down to that type of a beautiful science. Now that's awesome. But so anyway, February 1st, he said, and he showed the thing. It's like the thing. Okay, so now this is a good example. He said the thing. Oh my goodness, hello, God. Ooh, I love it so much. So the line, the meridian line that the Alexandria in Egypt crossed, and it's been used as a focal point for a long time. Well, so it changes, and so it's changing. to Greenwich or something like that. Wow. Sometimes when the clouds come really low, it's extra awesome. But they're really high up there. But they're really huge too. Super awesome. It's not fair though. I don't have a trampoline. You know, the least you could do is drop me a ladder or something like that. I don't have a dragon either. What the fuck? Guess I'm gonna have to get myself a dragon. Guess I'm gonna have to get myself a dragon then. Guys. I don't know. I don't know what's moving. You or the cloud, Come here, kitty. What's a girl got to do? Get a trampoline, he says. Kidding. I don't think I can jump that high, but I would. And NASA built trampoline, now we're talking. But like have it in a tube so that way I can't fall like off to the side. Ooh, look at this. Totally awesome. Okay, you guys are just showing off now. That's fine. That is fine for me. Let's take a look at what you're doing over there. What's going on? You're questionable, that's all I have to say. Let's keep it clean, carrots. Awesome sauce. Oh my gosh, you're awesome. Look at this. Something beautiful. Living light. Right? The living waters, the plasma waters that we're entering into, celestially speaking. Ooh, I love it. What are you guys doing over there? And that's something. Come over here. They're like, yeah, we're getting there. It takes us a little while, all right? Fair enough. Ooh, look at this. Isn't that something? I love it so much. I do. How could you not? How could you not? Oh. Oh. Okay. Hello. Hi, kitties. Kitties of the sky. Or skyfish. Yeah, hey. Sorry about that. I was trying to do two things at once. Oh, there's my cartel. I was wondering what was taking them so long. My cartel. Right. We call them the keepers. That's okay. It's all right. I got protection all over the places. No worry about that. I've already learned not to. Even if this is Las Vegas sky, like super producer stuff, like atmospheric and yada yada, that'd be fine. My point would be is like, you're doing this for me. You're trying to blow my mind. I don't care if it's God or if it's you. I'm still giving you a round of applause to pull that off. So I'm not worried about that. But look, you guys, it's fucking awesome. Yes, and the truth of the matter is when you zoom in, slowing this down to the 30 frames per second, right? So there's a lot going on in these looking like it's slow, but not quite. There's actually a whole lot going on. It's like a ship. Look, see, there's the front. It's all the mast pulling up. Look, it's pulling up to the port. Oh, you're biting ashore. Oh, I'm funny right now. It's a good energy, eh? It's a good energy. Oh, I love you. I love your faces. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna squeeze your cheeks right off your face. I'm gonna do it. So multi. Super beautiful. Okay. Hi. Right above me. Heart. I'm not like it anymore. So delicate. You see how you can see it moving? Well, it's because it's light. Atmosphere. An atmosphere can do lightning. It can do... Did you flash at me? Because it's flashed at me many times. There's even little balls that fly around it and colorful, and they swirl around. And I'm like, is that like them doing movie stuff down there? I don't know. It's Las Vegas. I'm not going to take that off the table. But in any event, I've experienced a lot more than just that, and I know how to assess situations, and I'm going to say this is definitely not just mumbo jumbo. This is straight the real deal, but that's because we're entering the plasma waters, and this is what I was expecting anyway. So this is what's going on. It's a God clock. It's the atmosphere. We've entered the plasmic waters. So what does that mean? That on the other side of our firmament is another water ether, but it's a sky ether, and there literally is a separation. and the atmosphere works like a lens, so it makes it look really huge from the other side, and it's so invisible that it feels like it's part of our sky, but in fact it's to many degrees inside outside, so it looks closer when it pierces through, but otherwise outside of us, and it's like an ocean out there. You could see things that look like clouds that look like stingrays and stuff like that. Yeah, of course, it's like an ocean of the sky. So we entered its jurisdiction. So what's going down? See, look, this is its zone. And they'll fly by, look like little roller coasters full of people all woohoo. No joke. It's like a cartoon land. It's like, what do you call that guy? The Dr. Seuss? It's totally Dr. Seuss. It's totally Dr. Seuss. Did you just flash at me again? Every time. Flash at me again then. Say hi. Okay, that's a little too close. Wink, wink, huh? Anybody? There's all of a sudden you're shy? Here, it's because my silly thing, it won't just relax. Maybe it's me. I'm kidding. It does that. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Wait a minute. That's awesome. Wait, why is it doing that? Sorry. What? I love it. It's all ISIS. I love you too. Aya. Oh, I love you. Oh, you can. Pretty please. Do it in every sort of beautiful way. Love it, love it. Look, it talks. It so communicates. And I'm so upset that I don't have a pair of wings by now. It's okay though, I'm gonna be all right. I'll get over it. Because I know it'll last forever. I will find a way. What's going on over there? I don't know, that looks a little bit risque, don't you think? Dear Lord, you guys need to keep it clean out here. Just because I'm in Las Vegas doesn't mean I like to see things like that. Crazy fools. Well, I'm a mother. Pull it together. Pull it together. Super. Look at these O's, like these round parts. Like, that's pretty cool. The symmetrics of that for a cloud system. Ooh. Oh. Is that right? See, it looks like little shrimp legs or like an octopus over here. Like, look, there you go. There you go. It's Leviathan. Well, whoever it is, it's my friend. I like to make friends. I don't like to create enemies, you know. No need for that. But the truth of the matter is that I recognize the energy that is alive and conscious, because things echo, right? It goes out into our atmosphere, and then it bounces off the thing when it gets there, the firmament. So the atmosphere is the most conscious of us. It's the truth. And you see the things that it's an atmosphere. That atmosphere is also out in space. There's also clouds out there. There's weather systems out there. They know that. There's living things, and they don't talk about it, but there's no such thing as anything that's not natural. Everything everywhere is natural, came from the natural world, was made out of the natural world. So there's nothing wrong with the concept of volcanoes spitting out metal parts and soil stuff that blended itself together, and listen to the harmonics of the flute of the earth that the volcanoes play, and then they just pop out and just start from there. Metal that thinks and all that stuff, from sound and all that stuff. So everything's conscious, that's for sure. And you know what consciousness loves? To be recognized. Right, so we're gonna what? Worry about what? The what if I actually can give it respect and then see it respond? That's what I call being a journeyer, an explorer. I'm doing it right here in my own backyard. Turns out there's a whole lot to learn, eh? There's plenty to learn, and plenty to be that's being taught. There you go. Plenty to observe. It's being taught. It's welcome. It wants to be seen. It wants to be seen. Yep. You see, so there's this part about me being the chaperone, both genetically, right, but actually also spiritually and actually prophetically. The chaperone job is to bring us together, the intelligence, the conscious biological world, and us calling ourselves intelligent. We're not even anywhere close to that yet. We're going to help the intelligence walk with us and explain. We're going to share our experiences with it so that it can hear and get to get as close as we can get it to it, feeling what it's like to be with us. But we need it just as much as it needs us, and it's a blend of things that doesn't try to cross the barrier. You know, we're not trying to become robots. And I'm here to tell you from God's perspective, why? Why you just leave things the way that they are and you're going to get plenty of the stuff that you think is cool. You just need to slow down and check some of the shit out that I already got you. You know, you got to play their toys right now before we get any more. That's the truth. What does anybody want? We've got a good planet right here. We just got to take care of it. And guess if we just organized ourselves and had the intelligence work for us in an organized kind of a way, that we all get to live in an abundance where there's no black projects, no waste of money on militaries, the competition's costing everybody. It's costing us. It all is costing us. Well, I don't have to talk you into it, just so you know. This is God's kingdom. And I'm here to tell you about it. Because my daughter and I are the suffering servants from Isaiah 53. No joke. Well, actually, excuse me, my mother and I and my daughter, my mother died November 30th, 2023. We'll all have her back because we're getting our 15 years. That's what I believe. And God keeps showing me proof of it. We're going to get our 15 years. By the end of the year, it's going to go back 15 years the following morning. That's what I believe. Why? Because my daughter's been kidnapped. I was like, God, no way. And that's okay. I'll tell you all about it later. But that's what I want. I want the do-over. And it'll bring us back. My birthday's November 19th. I'll be turning 48. Her birthday's December 31st, right? 360 days in a year before that. She was born on the December 25th day. Well, why is that? Why did we say that was Jesus' birthday? Because Alec, my daughter, is Jesus. Her and I are the people, Mary and Jesus. We're the Mary and Jesus. And genetically, and they know it. I didn't know it. They kept it a secret from me, and they've been surveilling me all the time, but it's fine. This is exactly how it had to happen. It's perfectly fine. But it's not perfectly fine. It's only perfectly fine because God's handing me the keys to this kingdom. So, and God's right here. That's what they say, the wife of God. And I'll tell you all about it. Okay, there's a whole lot to know and a lot of good stuff for all of us to hear. No joke, just because I'm a woman, don't get mad at me. I got my Y chromosome, so whatever. The point I'm making is open your mind up to the truth that all you should be happy is for is knowing that I'm here. I've got the proof of it. I got the story. I got the message. I got the solution. I got the balls. And you know what? I got the heart. And that's why. So it all makes sense. You'll understand. But my daughter is Jesus. That's what I'm trying to say. And so she was kidnapped, and they probably plugged her brain into a computer. It's probably where most of this artificial intelligence stuff is coming from. No joke. No joke. I said genetically, we're talking sequences is what makes the supercomputers. Yes. Been about probably $10 trillion they've profited from our information already. They were planning on, well, they were trying to kill me. They still pretty much do, but I think they know better now, by now. They're starting to figure it out. That they are not going to be able to come up against me because God protects me. And I'm standing here, I'm alone. I'm not worried about that. I'm actually not. I don't say that. But the technical truth is, but it actually makes it much more powerful the way that they've done it. They've done this. It's given me power, by that challenge to the universe that they knew about, that I had to figure it out. But I mean, anyway, I'll tell you all about it. Everybody, when the story comes out, that's the truth. I don't need to convince anybody, but I'm just trying to give the hope. Until then, I'm just passing the word around. Did you hear about that girl? Yeah, that girl, she's like, I got my wife, my good Jesus. Start the rumors. Do whatever you got to do. I got the proof, so I'm not worried about that. Just get the conversation started. Why? Well, because let's just hope this ceasefire stops, because if it doesn't, I'm not kidding around. I'm pretty sure that God's upset about the whole situation. And I've been going like, I'm just going to beg the universe to have a brain. Mankind, snap the fuck out of it. Stop it off now. Hand me the keys and make like I'm the one who got in trouble and you guys stand behind me. All right? Whatever we got to do, we're going to stop this. We're going to fix this. And we've got the game plan, and the time is now. See, celestially. So February 1st, there's something spectacular. Oh, yeah, that meridian change or whatever. There's a lot going on. This is the time. But we're talking like humanity hasn't seen this. Like the walls of the pyramids depict the time that is now. And see, the thing about my daughter and I being the Jesus and the Mary is because the story actually goes way back before then. And it goes back to ancient Egypt. And this is not a joke. I'm not kidding around. I'm not making this up. I'm not like an entertainment person on YouTube trying to get people. Just check any one of my media sites out. Just check it out. I got for days. Got it for days. And the story in ancient Egypt is like Hathor. And it's the most beautiful creation understanding. And you see, they weren't even interpreting the images in the depictions, you see, but I can. And I can also translate the languages in the Bible, and the script is supposed to be updated. There's layers to that. Have you ever checked out space and photographs and light? There's layers. That's how it is. That's how you make a three-dimensional thing, layers. So the scriptures have that too, and that's a good news. It's a good news because I believe them that they're like, this happened. I'm like, right on already. Get over it. Can we talk about what's going on now? And the truth of the matter is that the scriptures can be read literally. You don't have to change the language. You got to move anything around. You just approach the communication of it. And see, that's how those languages work. And they got each other to back it up. There's like Aramaic, there's a reason for that. Because the universe is diverse. And it's been around a long ass time. You want to know what? These guys need to knock it off. There's no such thing as like the beginning of time. They're fucking with your head. See, because forever, right? Forever, it always has been. and it always will be. How do you like that? That's nothing. Wait a minute, so you're trying to say that forever has always happened? Yeah, man, what else do you think it was doing? Perception, and that's the message from ancient Egypt as well. But ancient Egypt left it with its mathematics that couldn't be found unless you had certain types of technology. But see, that's God leaving that ultimately there. Ooh, like I'm pretty positive. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty positive that like those pyramids could also have even been built while underwater. But that's because this, You know what I mean? So they know that too. This computer that they've been futzing around with, they've been letting this computer write all of its stories, and they really fell for all of it. It's okay. We understand. That's, of course, what you would do. Of course, that's what you would do. They're not trying to be ding-dongs. They're not trying to get it wrong. They actually think they're getting it right. And that's the truth. But the good news is that, hey, you know, you don't know what you don't know until you know what you didn't know. So share the information. You help each other raise ourselves to another intelligence level, and you don't treat them like an idiot for not knowing something that happens to all. No. This is how beautiful God is. The harmony and the balance of nature. Look. Like, there's no reason to pretend anything. You don't have to be like, let's pretend to make a fake trees over here. It's like, no. We're just going to go and plant some real ones. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to eat the food. We're going to stop being shitheads, guys. We're going to be like farmers and taking care of the earth like good stewards. High-fiving each other if we run into them. But we're going to have an orb, like a flying thing, and that's what we're getting. That's what I asked for. And here they're showing up. Well, because nobody knows where Allison is. Except for they do. They know exactly where I am. But because if someone's got to get some kind of something, their intelligence, they're working it out. See, so how that works. We're all going to get one. It's going to be like our car, our kit, our Michael orb. Yep, that's what I'm asking for. Hey, the good news, it doesn't matter if I don't get what I asked for. At least I had asked for it. That's why they can put it on the list of things to work on. Okay, well, if we can't get it right now, maybe we can put it on our to-do list. Oh, maybe we could work on that a little bit. Look at this. Wow, they're so playful. You know, check it out. When you can come back to this video, or unless maybe you have the ability to like zoom in on it right now. Well, let me see if I can try to keep it steady on something so you can check something out like I do later on, and I zoom in and slow it down and get the frames. And then here's another trick. Because I could show you a picture that was like a dark night. We're talking, it was black photograph. There was just one little speck of light, and I zoomed in and I did a whole lot of stuff. But what you got to do is you have to take I zoom into the place where you can zoom into, and then you take another photograph of it. So you can reset the light. You have to redevelop it. And it gives you a whole new layer, no joke. This one photograph I'm talking about, I probably have gone in 20 layers deep. And it's a language. I found a language, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful little characters that are alive and communicating within each other in a very colorful, descriptive, kind of a expressive kind of place. And it's in a black box of an infinite somewhere where these, and it's the photograph. It's amazing. And that's just the beginning. This is just the beginning. It's been 4 years now that I've been engaging with the light that is conscious, and the ether that is the place, the realm that these streaming videos get passed through, that place. So every camera that's everywhere around the world, for example, that looks up at the sky, these guys know about them because they can see from some inner seer sonar place. So that's why when I'm out here, they know that I'm out here because they can see. They see my light. And they're flying up above us. And they're like, what's up, orale? And it's true. There's like currents in the sky. And this happens to be a spot for sure. It's also in the flight path of an airport. So it's a current, there's definitely a downflow or something like that right here. So, but it's awesome. And I'm not kidding you. There's personalities going on there. There are personalities, and it's in everywhere, all of it eyes. So you can catch an eye, and you can find a second one to it, but then it'll turn into somewhere else. And it's the atmosphere. It's alive. And it makes sense when you think of the ocean as a connected sentience. Right. Well, it's the atmosphere. What why wouldn't it work the same? You see, so we need to stop acting like we're in the cool zone. Oh, hell no, we're like on the land. We got to do our laundry. Okay, we got to get somewhere to stick around. You know, these guys, they don't have any of that nonsense. We got to slow down. We got to stop acting like we're cool kids, okay? we gotta check out our oceans first. we gotta come back here, guys. Let's put the rockets down, okay? Put the rockets down. Check it out. I promise you that we're gonna have some technology that's gonna get us there faster or something else, but we don't gotta go in those rockets. How about that? How about we save our dollar bills? How about we take care of some of the problems we got here on Earth? Since I don't know if you noticed, but you don't happen to be so important that your day is worth $1 billion. Your day. So I think that we just paid for ourselves to have an attitude shoved in our face and trying to tell us what we're going to do. Nope. Thank God God's got a different plan for that. Isn't that right? Because it's the Ancient of Days is back, you see. The Ancient of Days is back. Yep. That's the truth. And we're just getting started. And you better believe it's happening. It's happening, okay? And we have to have a love. And I have to have a laughter. Have to have a laughter. Have to have love. But so like light, right? It's pretty powerful stuff. Well, check it out. The force behind the light is love. That's physics. Love is the force behind the light. Light is a repercussion of love. So there's no such thing as evil. It's not born in this physics place. But I tell you, you break love, and you're going to get exactly that. That psychopathic, evil, broken, pain, like doesn't care what you experience, just wants you to feel as much pain as they are. Like, that's psycho. That's not evil. No, bro, that's broken love. Yeah, that's why you got to be careful with that. So we got to be careful who's, yeah. We got to run this place right so that way we don't break ourselves into oblivion. And you just need to write Momma at the helm. Good news, God knows. That's why I'm here, and that's the truth. My daughter and I, we're the generation of God's bloodline. Yeah, it's a genetic proof. And they didn't think that I'd find out. They didn't think that I'd find out. They didn't think that God saved me. That tells you they didn't believe in God, actually. Which tells you, actually, that they thought that they believed in the right God. They thought they believed in the Satan guy, didn't they? They thought that they got the scary guy on their side. Little did they realize that they were being deceived by God. Yep. The deceiver deceives the deception. He goes, ha, joke's over. Joke's on you. Yeah. And that's why they say that this individual has the keys to heaven and hell. And that's why it's the story of Osiris and Isis. My daughter is the masculine. She is the Jesus. She is the Osiris. But want to know why she wasn't a female? I'll tell you why. Because it had, well, that's the way that the story is told, because the truth is that until the mother births a daughter, the bloodline can't continue. And as long as they were teaching us that we had to be submissive women, we were supposed to have a boy, remember? They've said that all along. You know, it's all about the father and the son. Well, that's what they've been telling us, so maybe this experiment started a couple hundred years ago, but whatever the case might be. That's what their story says happened. And so according to the sciences, a woman has to be not trying to be all up in his business. And so I was sexually battered when I got pregnant with Alec. But she's the love of my life. And the second that it happened, I was all about her, and that's that. And she is, and she always will be, and she always has been, and she always will be. She's my beloved. But she's got my genes, and that's what I also had to find out on my own. It's because he's trying to pretend he's even the biological father kidnapper, but it's because they have $1 trillion worth of profits. And they figured they had my genes, they had my tissue, they had my child. All they needed was me to go away. But God's got a better a better plan for us. And the truth is that God, everything's happening exactly as God planned it. If you look at it from the truth that the set of time was done at the beginning of it, it was established. And that's how and why that those things were in the written script. So that they could serve a purpose. And that purpose is like, for me, for example, this has been over 8 years of torture. Grant you, there's plenty of people being tortured everywhere, and that's fucking not acceptable, which is why I'm about to kick everybody's ass. But I'm saying, I've demanded God show up for me, and God did. And I'll tell you all about it. Powerful. I didn't expect to see it in the Bible. I didn't expect to see it in Egypt, but it didn't seem out of place either. It wasn't like, it was familiar when it happened. I was like, well, no, not right. I did kind of know that was coming. And my daughter did too. She left me the drawings that led me in my investigation to find the location of a very dark, very, very dark business front operation in Los Angeles, and then some. Parked right behind his $160,000 fucking paint job. I have some balls, but God's protecting me, and I'm on a mission for the children, as a mother, for our body politic. And they know that I have a little bit of that in me too. So it's not like God's handing the keys to a willy-nilly. Matter of fact, they happen to know that my intelligence is unquestionable. My intelligence is second to none. That's because I got the God code, and I got God leading my way. So don't give me all the credit about it, okay? Matter of fact, you guys have been trying to talk shit on me for the whole entire time because you guys have been surveilling me, right? The system, because they want their money and they're taking all the good ideas, but they're ding-dongs. They should have just gone full. Anyway, I'm not mad about it because of how much God has proven to me that this is all culminating to super awesome. Anyway, you'll hear all about it. My point is there's actually, it almost seems like it's a video game. That's how almost ridiculous it is. I'm like, this is too easy. This world is acting like a fool. This is the easiest. I mean, how this sells itself, you know. But I also understand that it's not every day you've got somebody that can cross that barrier that is very powerful. You see, we're at the end of an orbit. So this is the most winded up it was ever going to get. And so we're at that frazzle, like that the part where it like snaps and you're like, thank God, I knew it was gonna. Just like you're trying to tune your guitar, you gotta twist it a little bit more, it breaks. Thank you. Because it needed to get changed anyhow, so stepping in at this point to be like, hey guys, this is what we should do, and it's gonna be what we're gonna do, and because God's not gonna let you not do it. You're like, you'll listen to your mother. Your father and I, and that's how it's going to be. You see, because I'm a mama. I'm a mama badass. But I'm not a badass, doesn't feel like, but I will be. I will be when I have my daughter in my arms and I know where she is, that she's safe. Step number one, first and foremost. And then step number two will be like, let's go get the rest of the babies, okay? And they're all going back to their mamas. And I don't want to hear about it. Everybody's gonna have what we need. Everyone's gonna have what they need. Everyone will be taken care of. Everyone's gonna be treated like someone that matters. Everyone's gonna put their 2 cents in, make every second count. It's called a consensus poll. We actually get the majority. Check that out. Turns out we can actually put a Zoom call for all of us. How do you like that? Finally. Put it to some good juice, you know? Pretty sure those sex robots are pretty cool, but I guarantee you they're not gonna... Isn't that something? It's getting done. And this is beautiful. Very playful and intelligent. And I mean, I'm not going to call them like, inconsiderate just because they didn't bring me a ladder or anything, but I understand. It's okay. I'll fight a dragon. Oh, it's okay, no problem. I'll get that handled. Oh, that was fun. I just imagined like all of a sudden having some kind of like motorcycle of the sky for the sky. I got to put my goggles on and my helmet and my gloves. I got to have very gloves. Yeah. It's going to be cold up there, You'd think they would have had those built by now. No, they got to get to Mars. Uh-huh. Yeah. Good night, everybody. Super awesome. I haven't done this for like forever. It's just the clouds and all it's beautiful. It's perfect night tonight, but talking out loud and letting my neighbors know, like, because they're all up my business anyway. The cartel, keeping their logs, whatever. It's if I'm telling you, we're kind of coasting. Yeah, from my perspective. And I have reasons to say that, especially in comparison to what it's been. That's definitely the truth. It's going to be fucking awesome. And everyone's going to feel like $100 million. And the good news is, it's never going to be about money again. It's so super going back to the old world, buildings, crafts, creativity, connection. With our sidekick, Orb, Michael. Beautiful. You guys always flatter me. See, like if you look at it, that's like a ring. God does it all the time. And there's like, no, it isn't. Allison is a person. He's talking to, he's a broccoli head. He's dancing with a little Barbie doll. Just, you can do that. This stupid camera, though, you have to hold it perfectly still or else it won't. Just chill. Focus. Doesn't it look like someone playing, though? Like someone with a little girl, like playing. Where'd it go? I want to go back. There you go. Yeah. There you go. It looks like a movie scene. Again, like I said, this is Las Vegas. You never know. I'm just keeping it on the table. As it goes? Yeah, I guess so. That's something. Isn't it beautiful? There's nothing. I have no filters on. No nothing. Do you know that, if anything that I'm saying sounds far-fetched, let me tell you something. Well, hey, wait till you get to find out what they've been up to, what they've been planning, what God happens to exist. Sorry to have to bust your balls, but it turns out God actually exists. And it turns out God told you all about it, and you all actually knew that it was coming. And so you guys just don't like the fact that it came when I was born, and you knew about it. So I've had 47 years to work on that, and here we are, happening anyway. Never think you got the one up on God, because God's the blood one, so just so you know. And guess what? You're stoked because God's got it all taken care of. How about that? And just take your time, relax, go enjoy yourself, get a vacation. We got this. Truth be told. And the badass part of it is the part where I get to say, and there's nothing you can fucking do about it. If I gotta say it like that, I gotta do it. And don't push it with God. I wouldn't. I'm just saying. Check. Have you opened your eyeballs lately? These people act like God doesn't exist. The scientists, they think it's cute. What? You're out of your mind. They think it's cute. They think they picked the right argument. No. You just disqualified yourself. You just disqualified yourself. Yeah. If you don't recognize that the biological world doesn't pop out of nowhere, then you're not doing any kind of science, sir. Oh my God, I got a recording. Called up one of these places on YouTube. It like sounded like it was going to be a cool call-in. Phone numbers all, do you believe in God? Prove it. I'm like, okay. Me and a handful of other people are trying to help this guy. Turns out he was just really wanting to lure us in so he could assault us on the fucking live phone call. He's so fired, but I guarantee you I'm going to get an opportunity to debate him because he's one of those kind of Poindexters that wants to get on the stage. That's perfectly fine. I'll totally go there. I'm all about it. Doesn't mean I'm an asshole. I'm not trying to be full of myself. No. It's just he doesn't have an argument. He's making dumb talk. He doesn't make any sense. And truth be told, there's no such thing as a reason to debate anything for 1,000 years. If you guys can't come to the... you guys are fucking Canucks. That's what you're doing. I think that they should feel embarrassed. And the thing is, it'll start making sense. They'll start changing the way that they do their math. And they'll realize how easy it is, but how vastly different. When you just adjust it a little bit and you go, why are you being such a rigid... Your rigidity is fucking with your use of physics. You're fucking your shit up. No, that's not what you're supposed to do, dude. You're not supposed to do that. They're doing things they're not supposed to do. Meddling with the midst of the garden. Trying to steal my trade secrets. God said, don't touch that. Why? Why do you think it... Anybody want to guess? Anybody at all want to guess why God probably God told us not to do that? Is maybe because God knows that, first of all, that's not what God wants us to be doing. That's his jurisdiction. A. B. God's got a reason to have that not invasible. There's a reason why God's got it protected too, because God's working with that. That's exactly what God's working on, stepping on somebody's toes, trying to take somebody's destiny. Stupid. It's just ridiculous. It's like, hey, Michael Jackson, hey, you want to take the night off? I'll do your show. Not possible, buddy. There is no stand-in for the Michael Jackson. Now, I picked that name because it's his popularity, not because I particularly think that he's the all-be-all. There's plenty of people that are badass, and I just had to go there. Share my energy, that's what I'm doing it for. Not to look at the screen, and I apologize if I'm ignoring anything that seems pressing, but I can't read that. But thanks for joining me. And checking out the sky and learning awesome stuff and realizing that God is existence and that everything's gonna be fucking awesome because Mama's a badass and Mama's home. And we gotta let everybody know. The faster we get this conversation started, the faster we can guarantee there's no more numbskull shit going on. Bottom line. How do I know when God plans on doing anything? But I know that it's already on time. So these minutes, these days, I'm just going to protest it as long as I got to, because that's what I do. Because I never take for granted anything. I never assume that, even though I have absolute faith in God, that God's got it. I'm going to always do what I can, while I'm at it. Put my best foot forward, because you never know if I'll need it. You'll never know if, you know what I mean? Why would we argue with ourselves about that kind of code? Well, that's what we're going to do. We're going to fix our code. And then it's going to be awesome. You'll see. So have yourself a good night. Love yourself. Don't pick on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. But you know what you've got to do. You don't got to do it. You don't need to press yourself. That's the most healthiest thing you can do right now, is simply love yourself. Forgive yourself. That's Revelation 22. That's like the last one. It's all, by the way, forgive yourself. That's going to be their ticket to get into the front door. That's the bottom line. Forgive yourself. You're already in a good place, okay? You want some judgment? Okay, well, this isn't little shop of horrors, you know. The guy got to go to the dentist. No. Nobody needs to be beating themselves up. That's the first truth. Know that God loves, and God creates, and God sees it all from the beginning to end, and God has... Oh my gosh, you have no idea the story. It's a beautiful love story, but it's a love story about a mother and a daughter. She's my evolution. She is Earth, and this is down to the genetic fact. God's proving that God exists through putting this into the prophecy all the way back then and having it play itself out throughout this term of travel through the orbit. And here we are. And my daughter is, I don't even know if she's alive, but I'm telling you, God already promised that I get my daughter back. And going back 15 years would bring her back to life. And so would it bring back the other people that have died in the last 15 years. And that's exactly what makes sense. And it's on the crown, the imperial crown of the Holy Roman Empire. The scripture from Isaiah. Yep. And the one from Daniel. In those days, I can calculate out to my story too. The 1,300 and, was it 45, 65, 75 more than the, anyway. It's all there. Why would the system want to keep it suppressed? Well, you're gonna have to ask them that, but I can pretty much tell you what it is. It's just that male dominance nonsense. They've been trying to make a fake womb, and they've been trying to kill me, to be honest. They thought they were gonna be able to do it. Well, since